Hello, everybody, and welcome to Evening Beat. I hope everyone is having a good Monday. It was certainly a busy Monday here at KTTC. Again, this is an Evening Beat streaming digital show. It's a new show that we are bringing to you. Just a quick show to give you the top local headlines from our newsroom at this hour, at this evening. And it was certainly a busy Monday, and I know everybody wants to get to their headlines, so let's go ahead and get started with our first story of the day. An Olmsted County business owner witnessing a plane crash on his property yesterday night. The pilot in that crash, reportedly safe. Oak Summit Golf Course on County Road 16 is very near to Rochester International Airport. The owner of this golf course was at the right place at the right time when the plane flew by at a low altitude before his eyes. According to Cook, he saw the plane hit the trees and heard a really loud bang and a crash. As soon as he witnessed this, he called 911. He ran to the scene and helped the pilot out of the plane. DeCook says the pilot was safe and he was able to get him to the ambulance. He recalls a brief conversation he had with the man. According to Olmsted County Sheriff's Office, the National Transportation Safety Board and Federal Aviation Administration will assist in the investigation of the crash. The pilot was the sole occupant of this single airplane. And now this is what that witness had to say.
He had just done a touch and go, and he lost his engine on his way back up, and he was at a real low altitude, and it didn't really have anywhere he could have landed. I've lived out here almost 40 years, and I've never seen.
And another story making headlines today. The Rochester Police Department is investigating a stabbing in Northwest Rochester. Police responded to Kenosha Drive Northwest around 9:40 a.m. this morning, where one person was allegedly stabbed by someone they knew. RPD took one person into custody. RPD has not released the names of those involved and is currently investigating.
Anywhere he could have landed.
And the former mayor of Canton, Joshua Nordsving, sentenced today in the Fillmore County Court for child abuse. Nordsving was charged with 3 misdemeanors, all stemming from child abuse allegations from an October 2024 incident involving a minor family member. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of domestic assault. As part of the plea agreement, Nordsving was sentenced to 1 year of supervised probation and is to write a letter of apologies to the family member. During the hearing, Nordsving admitted to striking a minor family member across the face. Nordsving resigned as Canton's mayor in early January. And now the family of missing Mason City News anchor Jodi Huisentruit releasing a statement regarding the possible unsealing of a search warrant pertaining to a person of interest in her disappearance. Last week brought a rare court hearing for the case pertaining to a 2017 search warrant for 2 of suspect John Van Zice's cars. Van Zice is someone investigators have looked at closely, as he was believed to be one of the last people to see Huisentruit alive. The search warrant was for GPS data for a 1999 Honda Civic and a 2013 GMC SUV. The family said, quote, "As a family, we received a number of inquiries about the legal battle currently playing out in the courts with Jodi's case. Without getting too deep in the weeds, we all agree that if the reason the information would hinder the investigation in any way, then the search warrant should remain sealed. We are not on board with the information being released to the public, especially while the investigation is open and ongoing. We do recognize there are a number of differing opinions on this. We respect that and ask that you respect ours as well. At this time, this is the only public comment we are going to make on this matter," end quote. And a year after Rochester's camping ban was approved, a measure designed to reduce homelessness, the City Council is getting a progress update. The Council holding a study session this afternoon on the current state of PEH, people experiencing homelessness. The ordinance approved by last year's Council on a 4-3 vote prohibits camping on city property and city rights-of-way. Today, the Council heard from RPD on its ongoing enforcement efforts. The City Council also learned about a group of partner agencies called Any Path Home. It's focused to connect PEH to stable housing. Any Path Home is seeking the city's support in its endeavor, with membership on its advisory board. Since this afternoon's meeting was a study session, no council action was taken. And our final story of the hour, an announcement today from Republican Congressman Brad Finstad. Finstad representing Minnesota's 1st congressional district. He says that he will run for re-election in 2026. Finstad has represented the district, which covers southern Minnesota, since winning a special election in August of 2022. He then went on to victories that November and in 2024. All right, well, that is your top local headlines at this hour. Again, thank you so much for joining me here on Evening Beat. This is going to be a digital show that we bring you every single night to give you your top local headlines, what's making news for the day. And of course, you can always check the latest on our 5 and 6 o'clock show, as well as our 9 o'clock show and our 10 o'clock show. You can also always head over to our app, that's KTTC News, or head over to our website, and again, that is KTTC News. And with that, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at